Scary is as scary does.
What? No dip?
For a really great Halloween, pick up tons of Pepsi and Doritos.
Foolish friends, Freddy Krueger is on your phone. Dial this number now. I've got some tales to tell. Freddy's favorite bedtime stories. Bedtime stories. All brand new. Straight from my boiler room to your home. It's Freddy Krueger on your phone. So dial this number now if you dare. Tell him Freddy sent you.
$2 the first minute, 45 cents each additional minute.
Wanna go psycho with me, Elvira? Here at the Bates Motel? Look for me wherever they sell mug root beer. And enter the Go Psycho with Elvira contest. You can be my guest at Universal Studios in Hollywood for a monstrous bash at the Bates Motel. Shower, anyone? This Halloween, go psycho with Elvira and win a party with mug root beer and me.
I love my mug.
I love it.
Would you like a flower? Can I have one? If you have two of something, you should share one. If you have two, share one, share one, share one, share one.
Nightmare, the game hosted by a video.
I am the gatekeeper!
To win, you must stop him.
Roll the dice!
The video board game Nightmare. The gatekeeper talks to you.
Whose turn is it next?
And you must answer him.
Answer me!
Yes, my gatekeeper.
Go for it!
Nightmare, a race against time for 3 to 6 very game players.
Let's party!
Finding the right costume, driving you batty. Drive over to Big Kmart's Halloween sale, and you'll have dozens of the latest and greatest costumes to choose from. Kids' costumes are on sale, as low as $4.99. Plus, name your treat and presto, you get fun-sized bags for just $1.88. It's all here at Big Kmart's Halloween sale. All in savings so good it's scary. So hurry right in.
Can you identify who it was that frightened you, ma'am?
I'll try.
This Halloween, terrifying creatures are on the loose at Taco Bell.
It's them!
Wanted, Goosebumps at Taco Bell. Slappy's Candy Keeper, Cuddles the Horrible Hamster, Rapid Mummy, and Skullmobile. Get them now. Goosebumps collectibles only.
Hello.
How's your bad eyes? Doobie, doobie.
It's the third one tonight.
It's okay. The police are tracing the call. Hello.
This is the police. Those calls are coming from inside the house. Repeat, those calls are coming from inside the house.
Drink Bud Ice, but beware of the penguins.
Sir? Sir?
Look what's rising out of the pumpkin patch this Halloween. The Pumpkin Cutter, a great way to let your kids carve their own pumpkins without sharp edges that cut little hands. It even makes toothy grins easy to do. The Pumpkin Scoop removes seeds and pulp better than any spoon. And the Pumpkin Light replaces dangerous candles with glowing results. Have a great pumpkin this Halloween with the Pumpkin Cutter, Pumpkin Scoop, and Pumpkin Light.
This summer, coming to a supermarket near you. There's going to be a great new high-C flavor with an outrageous fruit taste. And what are we going to call it? Ecto Cooler. High-C Ecto Cooler. Slimer's new fruit drink. You've been warned.
Someone's come for a nutritious breakfast.
What? Hello, my name is Boo. Let me finish. Booberry. My ghostly good blueberry-flavored cereal, Booberry, is part of this complete breakfast.
Boo to you, Blueberry. Frankenberry's got strawberry-flavored marshmallows.
Count Chocula's got chocolate marshmallows.
But I've got blueberry-flavored marshmallows.
Frankenberry.
Count Chocula.
And Blueberry.
Whoa, Milhouse, that frozen black cherry's turned your tongue black. My tongue's black, too.
Let me try.
Hey,
Let's have black tongue.
This Halloween, the Simpsons are at Burger King. Now in every big kid's meal you can get a Simpsons spooky light up. They gleam, they scream, and you can collect all 15.
Dear Great Pumpkin, I'm looking forward to your arrival on Halloween night.
They're back, all the little Peanuts characters, in a happy Halloween special, filled with ghosties and ghoulies and things that go bump in the night.
It's permission before you dial.
How a cow eats a Reese's peanut butter cup.
I like to eat the peanut butter first.
There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's.
I, Speedy McGreedy, have created Frankenstein Mouth.
I want juicy burgers.
We'll go to Hardee's.
See, burgers are juicy at Hardee's.
Right, Ivan. Hardee's job roils them.
Let's say hello to Hardee's.
Hello, Hardee's. Well, hello.
It's Halloween time. When you buy a burger and soft drink at Hardee's, you get a coin to put in the fun machine, which gives you a Halloween prize.
I got a great big crawly Halloween thing. I got a Halloween ring.
The fun machine at participating Hardee's.
Dot here. Check out the Haunted Hotel Blocky and Hampton check into. Watch Tiny Toon Adventures next as Halloween Weekend continues on Fox.
It's the Pizza Head Show.
Hey, everybody! I'm on my way to Pizza Hut to get a Goosebumps Kids Pack. Yay!
Almost there.
Hey, this isn't the right way.
Well, Scarecrow Steve says it is.
He's no scarecrow.
Sure he is.
Uh-oh, I think I woke the neighbors.
Look, Pizza Head, you'll be perfectly safe in there.
Okay.
Relax, the Goosebumps guys just want you for dinner. See you in the next lifetime.
Happy Halloween, dude.
The master of kid suspense, R.L. Stine, brings your favorite books to life in a thrilling Fox Kids television series. Things are not always what they appear to be. Goosebumps on Fox Kids Fridays after Batman and Robin. Watch it with a friend.
You know, share a drink together. All right. Let's get into it. Welcome to one of the most disturbing and terror-inducing scenes I think I've ever seen in a sci-fi film. Period. Gun to your head, money on the line, mortgage, everything. This is it. It doesn't get better. This is the greatest of all time. This thing is absolutely tattooed into my brain. It is a core memory. It is everything about staying up late and watching a movie you're not supposed to watch. It lulls you into this false sense of hope when you got you know, Robert Patrick and the dude from Terminator and D.B. Sweeney here. You got this great cast, and then all of a sudden, he is picked up. He's a little too fucking curious, am I right? Poor Travis Walton gets absolutely terrorized in A Fire in the Sky, and this scene is pure nightmare fuel. And I've been thinking about what's my favorite segment of all time, what's my favorite clip. In my opinion, The Raft. This tale of, like, you know, trying to get on with girls and trying to fit in and isolation, and almost has like a camping. It's like something you're not supposed to be seeing. It's like you're let in on the secret, and it creeped me out when I was little. I thought this was the coolest idea for a short story, and ever since then, going to the lake, anytime around water, I'm like, there could be something down there that's just going to, like, attack me. Like, just take me out. I'll have no clue. Everything's going good. I'm a little bit stoned. Maybe I've been drinking. I'm looking around. Dead. Some gooses fucking squawk and you're done.
This is no fucking squawk,
The Raft fucking rips, dude. Talk about one of the most underrated horror villains in all of 80s cinema. The Raft brings it. You can't even see it. It's translucent. It's just this nasty fucking gobbledygook, this muck, this Maya that just comes out. It comes, spoiler alert, it kills everybody in the most brutal, breathtaking, it's beautiful, the most breathtaking fucking ways. It's so fucking awesome.
You charge about $400 to $500 for an exorcism. How much do you charge for them to take an exorcism test? Like, you have a 20-question test to see if they're demonically possessed.
$10, $9.95, something like that, to just cover the administrative costs.
So just to take your 20-question test, which I took, by the way, and I think I'm demonically possessed.
This is from Focus on the Family Features. It's from 1990, and this is a real tape. And I'll give you the backstory in just a second. This is the first family of Satanism made by Compassion Connection Incorporated from 1990. This thing is 90 minutes long. 90. Thanks so much for being here. I wish I was making this up, but I'm not. This is a real VHS that freaked me out, man. First Family of Satanism. If you go on eBay or Amazon, I think you can get it for 50 to 60 bucks. So it's not the most expensive tape that I have, but this thing is really rare. It's a hit piece, and it's a conversation stimulator, man. So I've kept it. He looks like a real vampire. Like, the whole time, he's missing an ear. You can't trust him. It freaks me out. It looks, dude. This documentary is Late Night with the Devil. Dead Alive. Sometimes you need gore, and you need a lot of gore.
I am a Dead Alive stan. Always have been, always will be.
Guys, for me, it doesn't get better than Dead Alive. I wish they would stay together. This is a national treasure. I absolutely love Dead Alive. Brought to you by Peter Jackson, who's most famous for King Kong. You know, and every Halloween, every October, I try to do as many movies as I can. I keep a crazy list because I'm a psychopath. But my brother comes over and we watch Dead Alive, and Halloween doesn't end or start until at least we finish Dead Alive. We both have multiple copies of it because it's that awesome. It's the best. It's the absolute best. It needs a 4K so bad.
Passing the point of death, Lionel's mother sucks friends and family into a gruesome existence among the living dead, and Lionel is sent spiraling into a ghoulish nightmare. Now, a crazed zombie, she soon infects enough people to make it difficult for Lionel, still the faithful son, to keep the neighbors from suspecting that something is terribly wrong.
Maybe I'll put a nice little parental advisor sticker down below. Should I be blurring this? I don't know. Dead Alive is the business, you guys. Oh my god, so much shit's gonna go wrong in this kitchen. On a Friday, hey-yo! A fucking truly epic film. Lovecraftian, gory, nasty, occult. You got it. Coming at you. The Void. So I first discovered The Void back in 2016. Wait a minute. How are you? I mean, it's incredible. This is going to be a really easy video for me because I think it's just fucking perfect. A flawless film. People are going to bitch about, oh my god, some of the fucking effects are so cheesy. Oh, they don't explain. It's all ambiguous at the end. That's what I like about it. So The Void is My cat just came in here. Bones! There's nobody else home. There's got to be other things you can do. Come on, man. The Void is a love letter to 1980s cinema. It snuggles up. It absolutely loves the 80s. It's very Lovecraftian. It's got some of that From Beyond, Stuart Gordon, inspiration to it. The Void, it's just otherworldly, right? That's pretty cliche. This is the portal to the gateway to summon a demon from hell. And there are some hells worse, and in The Void, we get to find out exactly what that is. I can't put The Void over enough. It's notable for all these Lovecraftian influences, sure, but the dread and the tension in this film, it taps into this primal fear of the unknown that I just can't get enough of. That scene is so gripping, that climax where they're just kind of lurching through the dark, and you get that POV shot where you're like following the gun, following with them, and slowly but surely these creatures are starting to emerge. We're getting glimpses on the camera of this. It doesn't even make sense. The goop, the slime, the marl, just everything. It's absolutely disgusting. And these creatures are unlike anything we've ever seen before. They have tentacles, multiple limbs, gaping mouths, everything. They seem to be constantly hungry. Tension builds and builds as the camera continues to explore this basement. We realize these aren't just mindless fucking monsters. They seem to be working together. There's like this hive mentality where they're communicating with each other in this language that we can't even understand. The scene reaches its climax as we see these creatures, this grotesquerie up close. Flesh, bone, eyes that seem to glow from this otherworldly intelligence. It doesn't even make sense. It's like if the thing was redone, The Void fucks around, man. You don't need to stretch, you don't need to bend, maybe just crack your neck a couple of times. I'm gonna try to be quick. You know, this is dead alive in a chicken coop in a restaurant. I'm not gonna go through everything that's good about this movie. I'm just gonna give you some facts. So what do we have? What's in the movie? Pulsating green egg? Check. Mutilation? Check. Dismemberment? Check. Decapitation? Check. Chicken flavored sloppy joes? Check. Paco Bell, Carl Jr., Arby, characters? Check. Secret two-herb chicken? Check. Ron Jeremy ordering a Clockwork Orange? Check. Shitting up a bathroom? Check. Explosive toileting? Double check. This movie's not for everyone. I can't imagine watching this with pretty much anyone. This is extreme, like street trash on laxatives. Chickens in a chorus line? Check. Did I mention I hate musicals? I do, but I don't hate this movie. Human meat grinder, check. Full frontal nudity, check. Exploiting stereotypes, double check. Human sloppy joes, check. Hillbilly chicken feel, cop in a field, check. Killer chicken carcass fucking, check. If you got time to lean, boys, you got time to clean, check. Exploding flavor pods, check. Skulls on a skillet, check. Human fried steaks, check. For many of us who grew up in the era of VHS tapes and video stores, the image of the demon face on the Night of the Demons poster is a familiar and horrifying sight. It's a reminder of a time when horror movies were a mainstay of the video store shelves, and when the thrill of discovering a new terrifying film was a rite of passage for horror fans. That face staring back at you is a perfect example of how effective marketing can create a lasting impression. The demon's face is so striking and unsettling, it's absolutely impossible to look away. This image grabs your attention, refuses to let go. It draws you in, it piques your curiosity. You gotta know what is going on this videotape. Night of the Demons has been haunting video stores for generations, and that image, it sticks with you long after you've seen it. It's no wonder it's become synonymous with the film itself. I absolutely, if nothing else, you need to watch Night of the... I hope you've seen it. Tell me you've seen it. I know a lot of people have done it, but I absolutely love. Absolutely is the word of the day. We're talking about Night of the Demons, people. The Anchor Bay release. Not any release, Night of the Demons is fucking god tier. But at Video Update, they had rows and rows and rows and rows and rows and rows of iconic horror films. And when I would go and spend time with my cousin, we could rent pretty much whatever we wanted. One that we looked at all the time was Night of the Demons. This poster art, is there anything better? Is this the best VHS cover art of all time? This might be. This is so iconic and so horrifying that I was just obsessed with this movie, and I we didn't rent it for a while. We always talked about wanting to watch it. Then when we finally did, holy shit, it lived up to the hype. Absolutely. Night of the Demons, watching this on VHS, I was probably like 9 or 10. It was so scary. It was so scary. And because it was like the early 90s, it was also so fun. I seen someone say that this was like an arcade game. It was like, you know, an arcade game horror movie. And that totally fits. This is absolutely so good. It's so pulpy. It's so campy. But the poster itself, the VHS box, when I would pick it up, I would just stare at Angela. I would just look at her like she's smiling at me. Like she wants me to come to this party. You're invited. Like, Angela's having a party. Jason and Freddy are too scared to come. But you'll have a hell of a time. Is that not the best marketing of all time? Of all time? I think it is. I think it is. It comes across the screen and it's like foreboding. It's like, this is gonna get real. The intro title sequence scared me when I was little. Like, something about the font and the way the animation was, and I was watching, everything was like Tim Burton and stop animation, and all those kind of cartoon horror things were so popular at the time that when I watched it, I was like, this is gonna be scary, dude. We might actually have like a demonic movie on our hands. And I was just like, I wasn't old enough to watch it, but I had the most fun with that intro title score. To this day, I'm like, is this gonna scare me? If I watch this in October, which I always do, especially really close to Halloween, when I put it on, when that title sequence comes across, I still get that feeling in my gut, like, this is scary. This is gonna be really scary, even though, you know, it's not. It's so much fun. It's Halloween. Paying attention. I've been all over the map, all over the damn map. One of my favorite movies in the found footage genre that generally wigs me out once in a while is The Taking of Deborah Logan.
I personally think this is the scariest movie from 2014 also. This movie unnerved me when I watched it. So
I have kind of like a deep childhood fear that I'm not totally sure that I've talked about, obviously, but growing old, losing your mind gets under my skin. There's something about people losing it as they get older and not knowing who you are and watching your friends and family suffer. Since I was a little kid, it's always bothered me. Always. So Granny's going psycho. It wasn't Rabid Granny's, the Vinegar release that just came out. But it was a granny that was just losing her mind. I don't remember if she had an axe. There was stairs involved. It's like a core memory for me. And it just, to this day, I think about that and I'm like, ugh, old people. So it's my worst fear come to life. But I'm fine with it. And I watched it 3 or 4 times and I couldn't stop thinking about it. I loved the film, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared and you couldn't find it anywhere. Not eBay, not Amazon. Prime was still pretty new, like Prime Video. If you're curious about Deborah Logan, never checked it out, and you like kind of found footage possession movies similar to, God, I don't know. It's pretty creepy. I actually really like this movie, so.
Our next movie is Ernest Scared Stupid, and although there have been 3 earlier Ernest movies, and I try to see most everything, somehow those other 3 managed to escape me, and so this is my first exposure to the friendly local garbage man played by Jim Varney. 200 years ago, the area was beset by dangerous trolls, monsters that were finally subdued by being buried and having a giant tree planted on top of them. That's what they should have done with this movie. Watching Jim Varney playing Ernest there, I was taken back to my childhood and reminded of the character that Huntz Hall used to play in the Bowery Boys movies. Boy, I used to love those Bowery Boys movies. And you know what? If I were 8 years old, I might have liked Ernest Scared Stupid, too.
Maybe. You know, I think happened in this picture. I've seen the other ones. I don't like him. I like this picture the least of them all is that it takes about 25 minutes to get rolling before they set the troll stuff in action. And the first 25 minutes of that is really boring if you're 8 or 1 or 45.
In 1991, Touchstone Pictures decides to deliver a bomb. Ernest Scared Stupid, an absolute brilliant, brave choice to aim a Halloween haymaker, a right cross right at America's youth just in time for Halloween. Ernest Scared Stupid is an undeniable classic, hated by critics, Loved by fans and families alike, Ernest Scared Stupid stands the test of time. So my history with Ernest Scared Stupid goes back to being an 80s kid and my parents bringing it home from the video store. My only other really foray into the Ernest P. Worrell, filmography was Ernest Goes to Camp, and I thought that was a really, really good movie, being 5 or 6, and it also made me really sad. The Rain song, am I right? So when they brought home Ernest Scared Stupid, I thought maybe they were playing a prank on me. I'm not supposed to be watching, are we watching scary movies? This seems like this is an adult movie. And by the way, there's some spoilers because this movie's 33 years old and we're just going to talk about it. There are trolls and there are scenes with trolls stealing souls. There's killer clowns in this movie. This thing has some hair-raising moments. It actually does. Being a little kid, being 7 or 8 when this thing came out, it freaked me out, man. The little voice that the guy uses, poor rim shot, everybody running from this thing. I was scared of this little 3-foot troll, this little Billy Goat Gruff. Absolutely petrified. I love everything about this movie. And of course, that has to be Ernest. He has to be the last living relative. He's got to cause problems. He unleashes this troll, this being, this absolute horrific creature named Trantor. Yea, I call forth thee, Trantor. And he has to knock, right? Do a little jig, dance around, try to make sure it's not a big deal, and a little comedic relief, you know what I mean, Vern? I watch it every Halloween. It's on my list. I only have so many days to watch horror movies, but I make sure I cram this one in there no matter what. Ernest Scared Stupid, you can't do much better for family-friendly horror. A lot of people like Hocus Pocus. I'm an Ernest Scared Stupid guy.
How about a bumper sandwich, booger lips?
Wreck. It looked like this.
With horns and sorcerers, some with fangs about this size.
Some are fat, and some are thin.
And some don't even wear their skin.
We go over?
I'm not Stu.
This is only the beginning.
Holy shit.
It's a night of spooky surprises.
Oh, Halloween.
For America's favorite fat cat, don't bat your eyes. Garfield's Halloween Adventure will have you shaking in your boots Monday.
So if you grew up in the 80s, or let's say even you're a 90s kid, you might remember that most of these major studios were marketing movies as PG, which means I can watch them as a young kid. And a lot of these movies had these scenes that were deliberately targeting young minds, whether it was like trespassing, kidnapping, treasure maps, skeletons, things being buried, caught on fire, ghosts, the whole gambit. Movies that were like Gremlins, Poltergeist, fucking Pee Wee Herman, Large Marge, the best jump scare of all time, probably. In my, like, I was scared to death of that movie. Most of the movie's stupid. I actually love it now. But that scene, I mean, it haunted my fucking dreams, man. Large Marge. Oh, love that fucking scene. What else do we talk about? Fucking Indiana Jones. All these Amblin pictures, right? Even E.T. had its moments. Beetlejuice, obviously. Edward Scissorhands. All these movies were marketed directly at kids, and we just ate them up. In a dark, dark room and scary stories to tell in the dark was it for me. It was it. There was nothing else. When I got that book, the first Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and I brought that thing home and I started looking through the pictures, not only could I not sleep and I could barely read the pages, I was so like, am I going to turn to that haunted house picture again where the girl's just sitting there and her face is all sunken in? Am I going to have to deal with some of these images? Am I going to be able to sleep? I couldn't get enough of it. I passed it around to all my friends. It was like a drug. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark changed my life. Bar none. Besides, like, going to my first trick-or-treating as a skeleton and getting to see, like, going to a real, you know, trick-or-treat event in Vancouver, like, that was pivotal. But that book, Jaws and Freddy's Revenge, shaped everything I knew about horror. Everything. Scary Stories. I owe it all to you. And it became like a drug. I mean, I already said that, but I would go to school, and if more Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark was checked out from the library, the kids and I, we would barter to see who's got it, how can we get one. There's only a few, the fourth graders got it. Well, maybe if we go to this other class, like, people knew who had that. Maybe they had the hardcover. Oh, his parents didn't like him to have it, so we brought it back. Oh, there's a Scary Stories 3 to chill your bones. You gotta get it. With the 3 faces on the cover, Scary Stories changed my life. Completely. Number one. So guys, that's pretty much it. I mean, I could talk about the movies that shaped me and the things that scared me and made me a horror fan for hours and hours. Guys, that pretty much wraps us up, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who's still here watching this. It's just kind of a pet project, a passion project for me, a hobby that I wanted to get into, that I've been waiting on for so long that I was just tired of not taking a stance when everything I do is about horror movies. So if you're still here, thank you so much. And if you can, like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, talk some shit down there. Whatever you do, I'm happy to be there with you. So thanks so much. Appreciate it. Can't wait to check in with you guys again soon. Cheers.